You have now entered the lab. Elvis Escobar, Fort Sama, episode 59. We're live Monday night. Trying to go live every Monday night. Now that this is the last Monday night football game. Trying to go live, give you guys something to look forward to in the beginning of your week. Last week, 58 and 57. If you didn't go watch or listen to those two episodes after you hang out with us for a little bit, go back. We had a good quality guest on 58, talking football, breaking down the games. We'll get into football in a minute. But what's going on, Fort Sama? Talk to us.
Just got home from the gym. Got this game on. Hopefully it gets a little bit better, but want to give a shout out to Jill. Getting shout outs out the way early. Want to thank her for coming on, giving us some of her time while she was on vacation, and just kicking it with us for a little bit longer than we talked about.
For sure.
And just, we appreciate her time and everything that she brought to the pod. A lot of content, a lot of good stuff that we went over. So definitely check that episode out and give her a follow, subscribe, all that good shit, just like you do to us. Show her love.
Yeah, she knows her stuff, man. And comparing her to other people that we follow and engage with on social media, a lot of people are very gimmicky when they come to their, sport picks and videos and stuff like that. I like that she knows her stuff. She's right to the point. She has some fun with some of her videos and TikToks and all that, but she's a great guest. Like I said, we usually, when we have people into the lab, we don't talk much to them before. Most of the guests that we have on are people that we just meet, and 5 minutes prior is the first time we're ever talking to them. So she's definitely try to have her back on, if not later on this season before the Super Bowl, maybe next year. We could have a topic, a specialized guest for each topic that we go into. But also to note on that episode 58, we apologize for Fort's audio.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened. I thought I got better at that, but I guess when I turned on my headsets, it switched over from my mic here to the headsets, and yeah,
It won't
I was
happen
disappointed.
Again.
I was disappointed because I was driving and I was in Kentucky and I was going to show Sky, one of my coworkers, the podcast, and all of a sudden that's how it is. I'm like, no way, bro! Like, this is trash. Like, this is terrible. It's not a good first impression. So that will not happen again. We will be double, triple checking. Ray's going to hold me accountable. We already talked about it, so we'll be on point from now on.
Yeah, usually when we have guests on, it throws up our flow. Usually, for the last 15 episodes, we've improved sound quality, we've improved visuals. So that was just one of those things where I think you got on a little late. She was on vacation. We kind of linked up. By the time she came on, we didn't do our normal. You got this, make sure this is going on. So I think it threw us off a little bit, but
just a tad.
Got to take responsibility for it and improve on that way. So we appreciate you guys for listening and giving feedback, because I have a lot of people that gave me that feedback, and even though I was annoyed every time I got that text, I was like, all right, at least people are telling me. People that care, that listen to the podcast care.
Yeah,
so
we appreciate
keep that coming for sure. So today we are recording this Monday night. We're gonna try to, like I said, keep coming to you guys Monday nights, maybe an occasional Sunday night as football goes away. But we're going to try to stay consistent coming live, and then maybe when we do interviews and we have guest spots, we'll have that, released on maybe Thursdays. Maybe we'll do something like that like we did last week. It's MLK Day. A lot of people had off. Did you have off from work today?
No.
I don't know how that works anymore. MLK Day, Indigenous People Day, Labor Day.
There's so many days for so many things now. It's just kind of it's so watered down and so saturated that it's lost its meaning for certain things, and people just need to get to the root cause, I guess, of things, and just realize the significance of certain things, and not just, MLK Day,
Speaking of MLK Day, this was going around the internet. I thought it was fake last week when I seen it, because you have people, the internet, they'll show you a visual or a picture of something, or it's a video and they just screenshot the picture at the right time and they make it look weird. And then today it turns out I seen the full picture and video of the monument for MLK in Boston. Allegedly, that's where Martin Luther King and Coretta Scott met each other, and the memorial's kind of a little suspect. Do you have the picture or pictures?
I got a video actually.
Oh, you gotta. Oh, okay. I didn't see this one.
Called,
This is, oh my
it's
God!
called
Look
The
at
Embrace. Yeah, it's
that. I didn't see this. I didn't see this. Oh man, that makes it look worse, like a condom. Oh no. Visually, come on, people. Come on. I don't even know what that is when.
Yeah, it's not.
It looks like a leg and an arm, like right away, like how I'm looking at it. You know what I mean?
They could have done a lot better, in my opinion.
These people don't do a concept version and then be like, all right, let's get some people to look at this like a focus group and be like, tell us what you see. Do you see anything sexual? Like that's something
So
I'd be asking people.
Did you see where they got like the idea from? Like, did you see the picture? Okay, hold on. So this is like where they got it from. This is what it's supposed to look like, and it doesn't look like it at all. So this is it right here.
Okay. So the left one is what it probably should have looked like with the cuff link and the detail in it, the copper. I see where they were going with that. But why pick that photo? Was that the day they met? I don't know. Maybe that was literally a photo of them meeting. I doubt it, but why does it have to be that photo and that? I don't get it.
I don't know, man. It's
definitely
just
not
bad.
Detailed like that.
He's rolling in his grave right now.
Damn.
I
looked at the comments on Twitter because anytime you see something funny on Twitter, I guarantee you the comments will be a lot better. Somebody commented, "Did he cheat on her?"
And this is kind of bad too. Like if you look at it this way, someone said, if you look, it looks like a sexual act in every kind of way, and they got different angles.
That's what I thought when I seen the first picture of it. I was like, "Oh, that's just somebody at a certain angle." Oh no!
Yeah.
No matter where you turn it looks weird.
So bad. This one is so
the top
bad,
one looks
bro.
like look. If you look at the top one, put your arrow towards the little middle to the left. Go to the left. Right there looks like a bald head in between two legs, and he's holding her. Like, I can't make this up.
Yes, bro.
That's insane. I've never seen. See, these are the photos I've never seen. I only seen the bottom left one, and then I was like, all right, I got to see what the monument really looks like for me to. But now that I look at different angles, I'm like, everything just confirms that somebody didn't do the right job. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean,
sexual innuendos.
For a statue to like be in a city, and it's not like just some random city. It's like Boston. Like I'm sure there has to be a few people that this has to go through and approve it. And
at least
the worst part about it is everyone looked at it and they were like, yeah, that's fine, no problem. Let's go ahead and do it.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of trash. But I mean. Take
shout
that
out,
down. Just
shout out Purple Jesus. Shout out AP making his first live in the lab appearance. He's been busy the last couple times we were live. You'll have your time to shine, Papa, and you'll hopefully you comment when we talk some New York Giants football. But yeah, we'll save that because we got a lot to talk about your Dolphins and all that. But wanted to get the MLK, huh?
Do we have to?
We don't have to. We could spend a little time on it, but want to at least talk about MLK because I forget all these holidays in January and February, like President's Day and all that stuff. Like people have off. Like I was doing a couple things and I was like, oh, there's no traffic today on 95. South Florida. No matter what time of day it is, it's always traffic. I was zooming by 95. I was like, wait, it's a Monday. It should be more busy than this. And I was like, oh shit, it's a holiday. So today was the day. If you needed to get errands done, if the places were open, it was today because there was not a lot of traffic.
At the crib.
Or just do nothing. I forgot what you said. Did you say you had work today?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, so it was a normal work day for you. Okay.
Yeah, cooling.
Okay, we go live. We talked about that. Blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, we get right into football because we have right now the Cowboys and the Bucks playing on Monday Night Football. Like I said, it's the last Monday Night Football game. Who did you have going into this game, prediction-wise, from last week, episode 58?
Tampa Bay. Not betting against
Tampa.
Brady.
I had to. Yeah, you said that. Yep, you were very clear on no matter what you want to do, you never go against that man.
Can't do it no more.
And I went Cowboy. I went anti-Cowboy. Sorry, I went Bucks because I don't like the Cowboys. I'll never bet against. I'll never bet with them or for them, no matter what football team it is. Or last week, I told a couple of people at the party this week, and I was like, yeah, I was wilding. I was like, if it's Satan and the Cowboys, I'm going all Satan.
You
Hail
did say
Satan
that.
all the way. I
You
fucking
did
hate
say
this
that.
team. I hate that franchise. I hate what they represent. I hate the owner. Everything. I hate the star. I hate that sometimes their color on the blues on their uniforms don't match sometimes. Everything. Oh, the lit one. What up, man? Never bet against Tom.
Hey, that's facts. I lost too much money during the years betting against Tom Brady.
Right.
And
Last 20 years, if you went with him, you'd be at least at 85, 90% on top. Pause.
Yeah.
One thing. So, actually, let me go backwards for a second. As we have people hopping on, I sent the link out. Did you? I'm sure you did. People are looking at our story. So, want to go back because I was looking at our picks and. Obviously, the Niners game and Seahawks, I think we all had the Niners on that one. We don't have to break that game down much. Niners handle business. It went exactly how we all thought. Brock Purdy doing his thing. 3 touchdowns. No interceptions, man.
He had a rushing TD too, so he's doing his thing. I mean, that game played out how, I'm not going to sit here and say that I knew what Shanahan was going to do, but that game pretty much played out to how you got to have a rookie quarterback going into his first playoff game. It doesn't matter if it's on the road or at home. Sometimes even at home could be more pressure because you're expected to win, especially after the season they just had. So they did these short passes. They put him in a position to succeed. A lot of Christian McCaffrey. And that team just knows what to do after the catch. You got Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, CMC, like even Brandon Ayuk. All those guys are fucking athletes. So they're in a good position and they play good defense. So I see them going a long way in the postseason.
Yeah, that game was pretty for me. That was pretty easy when we had a party for Bree at the house. Started, put it on. Within a few minutes, we kind of knew the flow and what was going to happen after that. So that was basically an open and closed game for us. And then the evening game with the Jaguars and Chargers were pretty interesting because we had that on. I turned it on. I turned it off at one point and put UFC on just because it was boring. I looked at the game. The flow of the game. I was just like, Chargers going to win this. And then all of a sudden, we're watching UFC in the living room, and Drew is outside smoking a cigarette, looking into the lab. And I guess I had the game on, or he had it on his phone. And he's like, "Yo, the Jags just won." And I'm like, "Nah, bro," because we had just turned it off, and they were down 10. We were like, "There's no way." Me and Drew watched the fourth quarter highlights on YouTube because somebody uploaded it right away and had detail, like play by play. Man. Even up to the 4th or 5th minute, they still looked like they were going to lose. They weren't, like, moving the ball well. And, man, shout out the Jaguars. I had the Jaguars. Who'd you have?
I had the Jags, too. Duval County,
Nice.
baby. Come on.
We did talk about that.
There.
Yeah, that was big. So we're 2 for 2 to start the day. Trevor Lawrence.
Although I did have Seahawks plus I had Seahawks on the spread, so
okay, that's fine.
Whatever.
I know a lot of people who had Seahawks on the spread just because it was what, +9?
It was like +9.5. I think it moved up to like +11 or something later.
Understandable for a divisional game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those divisional games, like I said, like Giants have the Eagles next week, and there's a couple like Bengals and Ravens was divisional in that game. It's like these divisional games. Yes, you have a favorite. But man, you never know. It's the third time they would see each other. So it's like 3 times in football you see a team. I don't care if you went 0-2 against them. That's a lot of tape on a team. So Trevor Lawrence, shout out him, man. He's they haven't put exactly the quality team around him up until this year. I mean, he had 3 interceptions going into the 4th, I think, and then he threw another one.
He had 4
in the game.
going into the half.
Dude.
Yeah.
And he wound up with 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Only got sacked twice, 288. ETN 109 yards. So like that game was wild. Like I said, I posted it on Instagram. Chargers are I didn't post this part. Was the Chargers are that pretty team that never get it done.
Yeah, Chargers gonna Charger, but I don't know, bro. I don't know how you're up by that many points and then you just come out flat the second half. Like, I was mad tired Saturday, so I went to sleep, and I told you I woke up and it was like 30-28, and the Chargers were driving, and I was like, oh, they're probably gonna win this game, and I just went right back to sleep because I had missed the whole thing. So I'm like, I'm not gonna stay up and just watch this, but. Man, Trevor Lawrence, he was at the Waffle House at Jacksonville Beach after the game.
Yeah, was that real?
yeah. So
yeah, because some people post videos of like something last week that they posted for like now.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. And I mean, just tale of two halves, bro. I don't know what Doug Peterson said to them boys at halftime in the locker room, but whatever he said definitely hyped them up, and they showed out, came out and played. They're a team to be reckoned with, bro. They're not your dad's Jaguars no more. Like they're legit. They're legit.
They're not your
here for it.
They're not your dad's Jaguars because the Jaguars didn't exist when that time was going on. But
yeah.
No, you're right. It's legit. Like they are one of those teams that they'll never be pretty. Kind of like the Giants. I like when they are underdogs. I said before that game started, like I said, I'm getting ahead of myself, but like there's certain teams that favor if the game's boring, ugly, like just there's a lot going on. The Chargers are more of a pretty team, like where they're gonna put up 30 something points very easily, and when they don't, they're gonna be challenged a little bit. And the Jaguars just stuck it out within 10, and boom, they took advantage at the end. So. A team throws 4 picks, and you don't win that game.
A quarterback throws 4 picks. You're talking about benching him. So
that's what. See, I wasn't watching the game live. I'm surprised they didn't think about that. Well, I mean, you're in the playoffs. Who else you got?
I mean, he's a I don't even know who the Jags backup quarterback is. Like he's your first overall pick. Like first playoff game, you got to roll with him. Like that's your guy. Like that's your franchise guy. So kudos for that. And I don't know, man. They play Kansas City in Kansas City. So I hope they keep it interesting. I don't see why they wouldn't. But that's going to be a super test, a big test for them, and just seeing kind of like Trevor Lawrence going up against Mahomes. That should be a pretty good game. Over under is 51.5. I like the over.
Yeah, well, so Jags, that'll be a fun game where you got in the AFC, I think I've seen a thing where it's like everybody's under the age of like 28 quarterback-wise in the Final Four over there in the AFC, which is awesome for the NFL. Loves that. Mahomes, that is young and doing it, proven already, and you got Trevor Lawrence trying to prove. That'll be fun, man. I hope it's close. For the game of football, I hope it's really close. I hope it's something that we could talk about, for days after. But we'll see because, the Jags don't have firepower like that. So they have weapons. They definitely have weapons, but it'd be interesting to see how they go about that game and strategy. And then Sunday, Bills, Dolphins. I won't talk much about this until you do, so talk to me real brief about what you saw.
They are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook. RIP, quote. But, no, man. I mean, everyone thought Bills were going to blow us out. Everyone thought the Bills were going to run all over us. It kind of looked that way for, I don't know, majority part of the first half. We were kicking field goals. We scored a touchdown right at the end. Shout out Gesicki doing his gritty. Please stop doing that. But, I mean, just the fact that you have a rookie quarterback drafted in the 7th round and playmakers didn't do him any favors early on in the game. We had a lot of drop passes. When Waddle dropped that pass early in the first quarter, I was like, this is how this game is going to play out. This is what it's going to be. Tyreek dropped a pass. Jeff Wilson was dropping passes. I mean, we didn't have Tua. We didn't have Mostert. fucking Teron Armstead was out there like probably at 50, 60%, who knows what. Byron Jones out the whole year. I'm not making excuses. I mean, we went out there and played a heck of a game. Defense played well, a lot better than I expected they would play. Howard had a big pick. Javon Holland had a big pick. I'm going to die on this hill, and I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. Don't care. I don't fucking care. Josh Allen is overrated as fuck. Okay? He is overrated as fuck. This guy is a gunslinger. He makes that pretty deep ball throw. Cool. His receiver is going to bail him out like Diggs did. Cool. No problem. But this guy doesn't make good decisions. He had those 2 costly picks. He turned the ball over. He's got 30 turnovers this year. Interceptions and fumbles. That's not MVP type shit. Okay? Like, you show me an MVP.
He didn't play like an MVP that game where
he didn't play like an MVP last week against the Patriots either. And, I mean, I'm just...
He is playing hurt, allegedly.
It doesn't fucking matter.
All right,
we had a fucking rookie quarterback. Okay?
And his name is Skyler. What grown man's name is Skyler,
also,
dog?
He's a...
Never named...
Josh Allen is a bitch, bro. He is a bitch made... No, he's a bitch, bro. You throw a pick... No, he's a bitch, bro. You throw a pick, and then you want to come out here and push my defensive tackle, Wilkins, and then you get upset when he pushes you back. Bro, you're a quarterback, all right? You're a fucking quarterback. If you don't want to be in the play, you don't have to be in the play. The NFL has rules for that. You can move out after a pick, and they can't touch you. They try to block you, that's a flag. He pushed my D tackle. My D tackle's going to push back, bro. All right? And then when his fucking O-line comes in and slams my guy, he wants to walk away like he didn't do shit? Nah, that's bitch made, bro. Fuck you, Josh Allen. I hope you see this too, bro.
Yeah, I hope you go deep in your archives of podcasts that have low listeners and viewers, and you say, you know what? Let's give this a chance. And then you go, oh, shit, they talk about me. And then you turn
Fuck him, bro. Fuck him. Tom Brady just threw a pick.
Good point by Maximilian Matt. Dayball being a big loss for Josh Allen, for sure. We're seeing it. Yeah. Obviously, he's being Daniel Jones. You know, turnovers a lot, and inconsistent play, and kind of looking like he was lost sometimes out in the field. What they did was they dialed it back with him and said, "Hey, you're getting rid of the ball in 3 seconds, 5 seconds max, and if you don't, you're putting your head down and you're running." And that's the foundation. I guarantee you next year with their offense, they expand a little bit more, because you can't be doing that for too many years as a quarterback. Like, you don't got to play, just run, because then you're going to get beat up, injuries. We're seeing it with Lamar Jackson.
That's what I need to see from Tua, bro. Like, Tua, if
you can't take
dog,
this no more, bro.
No, but I mean, you can run out of bounds and, you know, make the play a little bit longer. I feel like it's more of a mental thing for him, bro. He wants to prove everyone wrong and make this play and make that deep throw. Like, you don't always have to do that, bro. Like, you can scramble and get 3-4 yards. I'm cool with that. Run out of bounds, slide. You're not going to get hit. But you stay in the pocket long, try to step up, do this and that. You're going to run into these big-ass dudes, and they're going to hit you. So, just do easy stuff. They already said he's our starting quarterback going into next year. Beef up that O-line, draft defense, draft a tight end. That's what we need to do. I don't want no quarterback controversy. I don't want to hear none of that shit. And just move on, bro. Move on. I don't need to be in quarterback purgatory again. Please.
I don't like the name Skylar Thompson, man.
I mean, I don't either.
Skylar
but
for a dude.
That's what we had to do. That's what we had to do. And like, at some point, bro, like, you got to get the playoff. Like, as a head coach, bro, it was...
What was going on with that?
Supposedly, on 4th and 1, they had told him that we had got the first down. And then it wasn't a first down. So you see Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle coming off the field. And it's 4th and 1. There's 2.5 minutes left in the game. This is your season. How do you not have your best playmakers out there? We had no timeout, so it's not like we can stop the clock. But you got to call for a measurement at least, bro. Because it was close. So call for a measurement, stop it, and then do whatever.
Yeah. It wasn't every time, but I'm going to say 95% of the time. that's when I noticed, I guess. It was like in the second half, every time he was about to say hike, it was down to 1 second or 0.
Yeah.
And a couple times they should have got a delay of game, but the referees, because technically the rule is by quarterback say it's 3, 2, 1, 0, then the flag. It's not 1, 0 flag. So you got a second, but they push that to the limit every time. And I wonder if that was them trying to figure out a perfect play every time, or communication, or changing, because he wasn't changing things at the line. It was kind of weird. I
he's
definitely
not calling
noticed that every
audibles.
time. Nah,
it's tough because we don't know who. I want to say this very lightly to put the blame on. I'm not sure who you put the blame on, because you got a rookie head coach and you got a rookie quarterback. So is it McDaniel not getting the playoff in time? Is it Skyler not fucking knowing the plays? Like, I mean, that's a tough position to be in, bro. You're on the road. It's your like third start against a division rival, like a lot of people's Super Bowl favorite. And to go in there and play how he did with the costly drops and whatnot, and we still put up 31 and we had a chance to possibly tie it at the end. I can't even be mad, bro. I can't even be mad. We weren't fully healthy. Like, with Tua, it's easy to say we win that game. With Mostert, it's easy to say we win that game, but that's all hypotheticals. We don't know. So just move on next season, get healthy, and figure it out.
Hey, you know what? I was going to put this on, but it's time to, put this to bed till next season.
Oh, shit. Damn, that's crazy. Damn,
man,
he left
Vito
it
left
at the
it
house.
at the crib. Yeah.
He was
you
that
know what he
faded,
said?
huh?
He goes, yo, I left my ski mask at the crib. I got you. I'll keep it safe. I go, it's not like you need it anymore.
Wow, that's wild. Did he at least get his crew neck back?
I think I gave it to him.
Or is that still at your house?
It might be still in the dirty laundry. I think either I gave it to him or I was going to wash it for him. I got to see. R.I.P.
I have mine still in my car. Mine's in the car.
I was going to rock it for the podcast, but I didn't want to rub it in.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
So
That's messed up, bro. What's wrong with you?
R.I.P. All right, till next season.
No, till next year.
I'll keep it simple on my end. Giants got it done. It was weird because Vito and Bree were passed out while we were watching this game, so me and Spo were like walling a little bit, but like also celebrating quietly because they were like napping. It was a long weekend. We won't get into details. I don't think I was as hype as I thought I would be because I think I expected them to play well, right? I didn't expect them to lose 30-10. So when they were remaining in it and was up ahead, I was very somber during the game. Could have been because I was exhausted, but it was a game that I expected them to play well on offense, and defense could have done a little better. Shout out Dexter Lawrence, McKinney making a couple of big plays. Adoree Jackson coming back from injury, not playing for almost 2 months. DJ got that dog in him, Purple Jesus. Got that dog. He proved himself. We all laughed when we drafted him. We all said, who the fuck is Daniel Jones? And up until 90 days ago, I was still saying that. And, he's put his head down. He's worked. He's earned a contract in the NFL. And today's NFL is going to pay you $30 million a year. He's going to get that. Saquon, too. 9 rushes, 53 yards, 2 tutties. Presence, 5 catches, 56 yards. Yeah. When we wear those road whites, there's something about it in the playoffs that the Giants show up. So we go into Philly next week, which obviously the expectation is we will, we won't win, but that's what I love. I don't want to be close. I don't want anybody on ESPN or Fox or wherever to take us. Take the Eagles, say we'll get killed. We're better off that. I don't want nobody believing in us because that's when we play our best, and I think that's the mentality of this crew. So, Brian Daboll, he went for 4th and 1, 4th and 2 at like their 38 at one point, and I was like, holy shit. They don't make this, we're giving them the game almost like in the beginning of the 4th quarter or end of the 3rd. I forgot when it happened exactly. AP could tell me in the comments, but he went for it and we got it, and that turned around the game in my opinion. So shout out to the Giants. We got a big game Sunday. We play on Saturday night too, prime time, baby. Big time.
That's solid. Yeah, I mean, I watched very little of this game because it kind of rolled into as that Dolphins game was just getting over with, and then I was doing some finishing stuff at work, and I was on that emotional low. I didn't want to watch any football. Like, it's tough after your team loses in the playoffs to just watch anything after or do anything after. I did catch a few highlights. Like you said, Daniel Jones did his thing. That RPO that y'all do with him, and just like that fucking Statue of Liberty play that you guys did was so clean. And I mean, Saquon over 100 yards total offense. Daniel Jones had, I think, like almost 80 rushing yards, so he could do it, through the air and on the ground. And he doesn't have to be flashy like a Lamar Jackson type player. He's a pretty big dude for a running back. I mean, for a quarterback. And he can run over some linebackers, and he's got that dog in him. And y'all defense stepped up, bro. Like, you and Jill said it last week, like, those ugly games, those, like, gritty, dirty, like, games that are not pretty football, y'all are always in it. Mm-hmm. And y'all played very, very well on Justin Jefferson, and you were double coveraging him, and he was frustrated out there. So, I mean, shout out to y'all. I don't see why y'all can't go into Philly and beat them. It is a different animal. I mean, Philly and Minnesota. Minnesota was
way different.
Yeah, Philly is very, very well coached. They're a well-oiled machine. I mean, that's why they were the best team all season. But I still think it's going to be a close game, whatever the spread is. I like Giants against the spread. So, Vikings, man, they were flashy. They had their times. That offense is really good, but I don't know if it's Kirk Cousins. I don't know if it's the defense. I just don't know what it is. Like, they got to figure something out because they got a lot of good playmakers on that offense to be mediocre, and they weren't really mediocre, but it's weird, bro. They were 13-4, and like, you look at them and you're like, they're not that good.
Yeah, if you broke down a lot of their wins, a lot of them, that come from behind, game against the Colts that were getting killed by, the game against us, 61-yard field goal. We should have won that game. There's so many opportunities. So there's a few games out there that, I guess in everybody's season, you could point out one or two games that they should have lost. But the Vikings had a handful of games that they definitely could have given away very easily without one play. There's a few games where they had more than just one play would have turned around the game. But, hey, they're eliminated. They're out. Fuck them. Skull. Last
Touchdown,
point on
Dak.
this.
Is this gonna end? This is gonna wind up being Cowboys up 28-14 in the fourth quarter.
Dumb. I would hate that.
And Brady coming back and winning 28-31. This is what it's shaping up to be. Because it's 12-0. Did they go for two on the first drive, or did they just miss extra point? Because he just missed an extra point. I don't know if that's two that he's missed.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know. Brady throwing a pick, and I don't know, man. This is shaping up to be a Tom Brady
extra
comeback.
Extra point was no good
shit
on the first touchdown.
Oh, okay. So he's missed two. He's missed two. It's 12-0.
Oh, shit. Two?
Because he just missed one.
That's huge.
Yeah.
We'll make sure to get off this live YouTube stream by the end of this. I mean, we're going to keep this around an hour anyway. But last point. So AP said that fourth down play was in 3:30 left on their 45, which is crazy. When he went for it, it was like, all right, we're not supposed to be here anyway. Why not go for it? So huge play, and that catapulted us for sure. Daniel Jones' numbers to Eli, I looked at the numbers. Daniel Jones and Eli's numbers, when you compare in their first 4 seasons, I think Eli in the regular season had like 57 games. Daniel Jones had like 60 or 61, something within like 4 or 5 games. And their numbers are, Daniel Jones basically has them on every stat, and then not including rushing. So it's like the rushing just brings it to a whole nother level. So, but at the end of the day, how do we compare Eli Manning to every other quarterback is in the playoffs. So regular season, Eli never blew you away. It was always get there, and then perform.
So he's the first quarterback. This is one of those stats that they just pull up, you know. But it's a great stat, and I know you're a stat guy, so I'm going to tell you anyways. You probably know it. You probably already heard it. But he's the first quarterback in NFL history to have 300 passing yards, 2 passing TDs, and at least 70 rushing yards in a playoff game. That's impressive as fuck. So, I mean, he did his thing, bro. He did his thing, and I don't see why y'all can't go into Philly and beat them. Y'all play like you did this week, yesterday, and if it's close at the end, like you said last week when we recorded with Jill, if it's a 10-point game, 7-point game, y'all have a shot. Y'all have a shot, and
yeah,
I mean,
that's all we need is an opportunity.
He's that dude.
We're not gonna do any crazy comebacks. We're not built for that. We don't have enough weapons. We got our best wide receiver had a bruised ankle before the game. He probably shouldn't have played if it wasn't a playoff game. Hodgins, and a no-name guy, and he had over 100 yards. He's been a great player for us in the second half, and nobody knows who he is. I barely know who he is. So that's Ricky James. We're doing it with players that no one knows or never. And then Slayton drops that big. Would have been a first down at the end to seal it, but then he drops it. So we're doing it with a bunch of real nobodies, no close to all pro or Pro Bowler. So we'll see on Saturday night. Let's have a day. McDaniels was your boy Josh McDaniels, not Josh McDaniels, ripping a vape on the sidelines. Mike McDaniels.
I don't know, man. There's no S. It's no S. It's just Mike McDaniel.
Who's McDaniels? That's on on
the Raiders. Yeah,
he sucks too.
Yeah, he's whoa, not two, bro.
Not two. All right, he sucks.
He sucks. He's very bad.
I like McDaniel.
Yeah, no, he's a good coach, bro. It's funny because you said he always looks stoned, and he's over here.
He did. That's why when I seen the video of him ripping a vape or whatever he was ripping, it could have been, it could have had some marijuana on in it. I seen today on Pat McAfee they showed it again, and it was a Sharpie. I think out of habit, you know how most of us be doing this, like
yeah.
I think out of habit he was just doing that, and it looked like he was getting a little high. I like that. Let's see. Lamar Jackson didn't travel with the team. The Bengals win. That was pretty predictable. It was kind of wild. It was a divisional game that was close. I was falling asleep during this game. I tried to stay awake, but it was a little too boring for me. The biggest play was that wild try to put it over the goal line, returned it for 98 yards.
98 yard.
That didn't happen. Who would have known what happened to that game? But Huntley held his own. He did his thing.
I would have went nuts
Jackson pretty well.
If they caught that Hail Mary at the end. That would have been
very close.
Very cool.
That fingertips.
Inches. Game of inches. But
game inches. Pause.
Yeah, man. I'm not upset that Lamar didn't play. That he didn't travel with the team. I'm not upset. He's
probably hurt. He's definitely hurt.
Yeah. If he's hurt, he's not gonna play. And I look back at it now. I'm thinking about it, and what RG3 said about it makes a lot of sense. Like, it's not just put on a brace and play. That's not how you do things, bro. Like, if the Ravens had paid him, okay, you got to get out there and play. No doubt about it. Like, you have to play. They paid you. You got to figure it out. But you got Lamar, who's one of the top quarterbacks in the league when he's playing, when he's 100% healthy. Man was an MVP not too long ago. And, I mean, you have to pay this guy. So I don't blame him for not paying. With Tua being an injury liability, Lamar's an injury liability. So
yeah.
It's a toss-up, Lamar is definitely better than Tua, don't get me wrong. But I don't think it's that huge of an upgrade as we may see. And I don't think Lamar is a good fit for our offense. They'll figure it out. But that's not how our offense is meant to be with Lamar at quarterback. But this guy you got to pay him, bro. Any team would be happy to have him.
Yeah.
So figure it out. Fucking figure it out.
That is going to be
Baltimore's
very
gonna lose
interesting.
You got Kyler Murray making way more money than Lamar Jackson. Are you fucking joking?
Yeah, you joking my ass. All right, it's going to be very interesting in the offseason. You got quarterbacks. Last year we seen a lot of quarterback movement. It was like the NBA with all-stars, like so many quarterbacks moving. This season, off season, we have Lamar Jackson, Rodgers, Colin Murray, you never know. I don't think they move him, but there's a lot of. They got a new head coach coming in. You got a lot going on. I don't think he moves, but it's fun to play this game. Daniel Jones re-signing. Who else you got? Tua, the concussion thing. Do you bring in somebody else and just in case Tua's never the same again, or do you hedge your bet and go all in and just say, you know what, if he's good, he's gonna play for us. And if he's not, then we go backwards again. So there's a lot of interesting moves. What RG3 said today was good because he had that perspective. He played in that Redskins at the time versus Seahawks game that blew out his knee.
That field
he already
was
had a
ass,
fucked up knee.
too.
I
That
watched
field
that
was so
highlight earlier,
trash.
dude. That field was horrible.
Terrible.
His leg planted
They
in
set
there.
him up for failure.
Bro, that field, while you're watching the play, you watch all the dirt and grass pick up as guys, like, move their feet. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's like, it definitely wasn't safe. He goes, this is why you don't put a brace on it and play. Played with no ACL and LCL for my brothers/team. Changed the trajectory of my career. Hindsight is 2020. I didn't have the luxury of that. Lamar does. He is doing the right thing. So, the easy way is to say play and suck it up and do your thing. And I get that. But when you're talking about the individual and when they got to make a decision, it's like, I could play. That's cool. But guess what? You might also be taking a chance that you won't have me all next year either. So which would you prefer? Me to play at 60% and fuck my career up and you won't have me next year? Or be like, all right, let's see if we can get past, So I get it.
Yeah, and it's not like Lamar is 30-something. This dude is young. He's still got another 10 years left. All right, if you're a veteran, I mean, he's a veteran, but, like, if you're in your 10th, 11th year, like, okay, that's different. But he still hasn't gotten his big NFL payday. So sometimes that only comes once, if it comes. Pause. But, dog, I don't blame him at all for not playing. Like, normally I'd be like, yeah, suck it up and play. But in this case, it's totally different. And he did what's right for him and for his future. So fuck that, bro.
For real. Moving along with obviously MLK Day, they had some basketball being played today, early games, which is nice on a Monday. You get some 1 o'clock games, 3 o'clock games. The Heat beat who they played today?
They played the Hawks. They lost.
I thought they won. Oh no, I was looking at the other
lost.
games. You guys beat the Bucks back-to-back games last week.
We did,
I was kind of looking at their schedule. I was like, oh, the Heat are on a nice little run since we beat them. Shout out Myers Leonard getting an opportunity. You know what I mean?
Come on, bro.
Shout out. Shout out Myers Leonard. He makes one. We all say some dumb shit. We're all not doing it on a bigger platform than this. You know what I mean? There might be like 25 people that see this. They can't cancel me. But if you're doing it on a live, if you're doing it on a live stream with millions of dollars on that line, you say a word. Hey, you're gonna suffer some consequences. So shout out Myles Leonard. I want him to do good. Hope he wins MVP this year.
Get the fuck out of here.
Do you have a picture of Jason Tatum's new signature shoe with Jordan? I meant to talk about this last week.
Them shits are so ugly. I think he himself said
they don't stand out to me much. You got fucking Charles, Kenny, and Shaq playing, doing penalty kicks on live television. This is hilarious. These two big motherfuckers.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I got TNT on the left TV. I got Monday Night Football with Eli and Peyton on the right.
These are the ones you're talking about? These ugly ass shits?
Yeah. If you guys are listening, if you guys are watching tomorrow during the week, comment below if you like these sneakers. Let us know. I'm kind of torn where it looks like a Jordan Flight sneaker. Like one of those. Your first signature shoe got to make an impact. That's got to be the most.
These make an impact of being ass.
They're better than the Ja Morants, you're saying? The Ja Morants are better than these?
I don't even like the Jaws either.
That's what I mean. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, I guess.
If you had to pick, that's what I'm saying.
I'm rocking
the Jaws
Vans
better
to
than
hoop
these.
over these.
I like the Jaws better than these, but these look comfortable. They like, maybe it's like a Toyota Camry where it doesn't have the look, but when you get in it, you feel safe.
It looks like it's got like
That's
some foam.
It's a good reference.
Some foam shit here. I don't know, man. These things are ugly.
Why are they red too? His signature shoe. They were out green. Like either make it black and white, either make it a little like of a hue of green. You know what I mean? Don't make it red.
Yeah, get that shit off.
I don't understand that. Yeah, get that off. Anyway.
Shits are ugly, bro.
Who's gonna we debated this before. I meant to bring it up too. If any of you guys are hyped about the XFL, let us know, because I am. I could use a little change of pace. I'm interested to see what the Rock, Dwayne Rock Johnson, has to put out there.
So tired of that guy, man. I'm so sick of him.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's saturating the market right now. You know what I mean? But what's the podcast's team gonna be? I said Orlando Guardians. They basically just took the same 8 teams and it was the New York Guardians at one point, and then now we're the Orlando Guardians. But you said
why are we going with Orlando? Because
they're Florida.
Florida. So
yeah, they don't. If they had a New York team, what?
You're from New York.
Yeah, if they had a New York team, I'd go with New York, but they don't.
Yeah, but like it's a brand new league. Like you could pick whoever you want. Like
I know. Yeah, but you know what I mean. That's that loyalty thing where it's like I gotta have. I still gotta. I can't pick Vegas. Why do I pick Vegas? Because they look cool.
Because Vegas is fucking lit. And the Vipers sound better than the Guardians.
No, when they said the New York Guardians, it made sense. The Orlando Guardians do not make sense. Like there's nothing like the New York Guardians, because they had like gargoyles in New York City and the way the like buildings. But Orlando Guardians, they literally just took the word Guardians and was like, all right, we have the rights to this name. Let's just put them on Orlando, and it doesn't.
Where are they even going to play? Are they going to play at Camping World? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Because that's the name of the stadium. That's the name of the stadium in Orlando, Camping World. I've been there a few times. But the Vegas Vipers are going to be playing in fucking Allegiant Stadium or whatever it's called in Vegas. That shit's fire.
Fine, let me look at them.
No, you could rock whoever you want. Dog.
I want a podcast team. I want a team that we talk about.
Plus, their colors kind of coincide with ours.
Ooh, let me see. Oh, see, you might have sold me already. You might have sold me. See, I was trying to be loyal to Florida and shit.
No,
but now you're like telling me. Right, let me see. So, where are they?
About to pull it up.
Wait, why are they not on this list right here?
Pulling it up right now,
Seattle
bro.
Sea Dragons.
No, that's too much like the Kraken.
Nah.
Look at this, bro. Yes, I agree. Come on, dog.
Let me see that. Damn.
Rod Woodson, baby. Let's go.
Damn.
Let's go.
Vipers. I'm about to buy some merch.
Oh no,
like
they're playing in They're playing in Cashman Field.
Looks like
Look at this, bro. This is clean, bro. I rock that shirt. This is clean. Look, the Guardians. It's kind of ugly, bro. Guardian,
it's
and it
not
looks
ugly.
like
You know what it was before that. It was the Orlando Orlando Vipers. I think in the last XFL. I don't know why they changed them.
Heads up, Vegas.
Yo, I'm hyped.
Football is coming to your city, and we are going all in.
All in.
Is here to unleash
Everybody
the
gotta
dreams
get Vegas.
football
We
makes
gotta get
possible,
XFL teams.
changing the way you experience the game. Because when opportunity knocks or danger approaches, we don't flee, we fight.
We fight.
And we are ready to strike. These are your Vegas Vipers. Welcome to the XFL.
Let's go, man.
Orlando Viper. You know, it's funny when I was in 2004 when I was on the Michael Vick version of Madden that you could make your own team, and you could make your own stadium. I always made my team the Vipers.
See, then what are we talking about, bro?
All right, stay tuned. We'll unleash our team maybe during the season. But we will, how every platform or podcast milks things. We got a little teaser. So it's a fight between the Vipers and the Guardians. We'll see. Let's get into All right, right before we're done with sports, so we can knock out some fun topics. UFC's heating up, bro. We've taken a lot, some weeks off and some months off from pay-per-views and all that. John Jones, Cyril Gane. That is a fucking matchup. I've never seen John Jones live. Never watched him on a live fight. I might have, maybe in passing, at a bar when it was 10 years ago, whatever. But I don't remember watching. I'm hyped to see that fight. And then you got the rematch of Edwards and Usman.
Correct. Yep.
UFC about to get lit.
So we have a really, really fucking stacked ass card this weekend. 2 championship fights. You got Glover Teixeira, and Jamal Hill. Okay, gonna be fire. You got Davison Figueiredo and Brandon Moreno. 4. I'm pretty sure that's the first 4 in UFC history. And then before that, you got my fucking guy, my boy, Gilbert Durinho Burns. His first fight since he went into a war against fucking the Wolf, Hamzat, fighting Neil Magny, who, you know, Burns didn't have to take that fight because Magny is number 12. So, like, you know, still going to be a fight. Lauren Murphy, Jessica Andrade, Paul Craig, Johnny Walker, Shogun Rua's last fight. So, RoboCop, Gregory Rodriguez, Buddy's fighting. That's, if you remember, it's the dude that had that big-ass cut right here in the middle of his face. He's fighting again. So, I mean, it's a pretty stacked-ass card, and I'm excited for it. And, yeah, like you said, in a few weeks, you got fucking John Bones Jones, the return, versus Cyril Gane. I don't know how the UFC fumbled one of the baddest man on the planet in Francis Ngannou. They were trying to make him the most paid, highest paid heavyweight or whatever, but sometimes money isn't everything, and he wanted his freedom to be able to do more things, and the UFC didn't want to offer that to him. So kudos to him. It takes a lot, you know, it takes a lot to say and do what he did. So I wish him the best. He seems like a real down to earth, go with the flow type guy. He seems very chill. So I don't see him having any kind of what's the word I'm looking for?
Let's hope he murders somebody in the cage.
No, I don't see him having any kind of problem in finding somewhere to showcase his talents and do what he does best. So he might fight Tyson Fury. That's a thing that might pop up. So we'll see.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with UFC. I think a lot of guys that aren't happy with their money. You know, you got the WWE. That's a thing. You got now boxing is no longer like you have to be a professional from 18 years old, 16 years old. It's something you could just get into, which is cool. You know, it kind of waters down the sport, but guess what? The sport is dying. So it's like baseball. Like if baseball is not getting the views and getting the money coming in, anything that is getting more eyeballs on it, whether it waters it down or not, is better for the game. So boxing's in that situation where it's like, hey, if the Paul brothers are making your sport or industry a little bit more appealing or more mainstream, you have to do it until it comes back, until you got a couple other fighters that take over the sport with being legit. So I'm torn against it too because I'm a traditionalist in that regard. But hey, boxing needs a little jolt. UFC's doing their thing. They're super marketable. So it's interesting. You got UFC, boxing, WWE.
We got Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia coming up in the next.
Yeah. When's that happening? Do they have a date?
I think it's April.
Okay, yeah, that'll be here before you know it. I like it. All right, well, let's end this episode. Trying to go live every Monday night, 8:30 p.m. It's a good time for us. If you need us, if you think 8:30 is too late, let us know. I don't think it is. I think it's right there, and you know, you eat dinner, you chill, you unwind. Football won't be on Monday. It's a good time.
April 15th.
April? Okay.
April 15th, yeah. Yo, fuck Instagram. Give us our fucking live back. Like,
yeah, Instagram's
like, oh, now that we're talking about Instagram, if you are prominent on
Fuck,
TikTok,
touchdown by the Cowboys. Shit.
yo, fuck me, right? Like, I'm trying to say something, bro,
Jesus.
and you just
Sorry.
interrupt me.
I know. Wait,
Come on,
do
dog.
it over
Have
just in
some
case.
respect.
Do it over just in case I have to.
I don't interrupt you. Like, I let you do your thing and fucking
right.
talk and do whatever,
You're right.
and you just kind of just like.
I'm gonna mute myself. Bye.
As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by my co-host. Since Instagram is being shit and doesn't want us to succeed, if you know how to use TikTok, holla at your boy. Or us, or him, or whoever. DM us. Text me. Whatever. And show me. Show me how to use it, because I'm trying to learn. I started watching some YouTube videos and shit, so hopefully I'm getting better at it. What are you doing right now? I can't. You muted yourself, and I still can't even do anything because you're going crazy over there.
He missed 3 extra points in a row.
No way.
I swear.
Dog, he's ass.
Sorry. Yeah.
Maher.
I'm sorry.
Maher.
Peyton just like literally went wild. He like walked off the screen. No, but yeah, TikTok, huge. We're trying to get into TikTok. We're trying to use it. If you guys know any tips and tricks, we try to utilize as many platforms as we can as possible. So.
Yeah, damn, he did miss the third one. That sucks. This Dalton Schultz has 2 TDs, right? Yeah, I think so. Hey, man, shout out Dak. But no, I'm telling you,
never
bro.
seen it. Go ahead.
Hey, look, Bucks are gonna come back, bro. This shit is scripted as fuck. Shit is scripted as fuck, bro.
Do we have an update on Andrew Tate?
I just got off the phone with him.
Boy when he was here the other day about it. We were chopping up. He knows a lot more about. Oh, let me mute my TV. He knows a lot more about Andrew Tate. He's been following him, and we were chopping it up. Like I don't know about him, and we were going back and forth. But talk to me, Andrew Tate.
Yes.
Like I'm acting like I care, but I don't.
Yeah. So he did call me, collect call, as I was at the gym.
Sources.
I let him know that I was bettering myself and trying to be a better man and do better and focus on myself and forget about these females that don't really care about me. They just want me for
toxic.
Bro. That's one of my new things. Like, if you don't have anything to bring into my life, if you're just trying to use me for not even my money, because I'm broke as fuck, so that doesn't matter. But if you're trying to use me for my time, my energy, like
time is money.
Yeah. Oh, of course, valuable currency. If you're trying to use me for advice, because I'm a great listener, I'm a great advice giver. I'm off the charts with this kind of shit, bro. Like,
if it has nothing to do with money, you're top tier.
Yeah, exactly, top tier, baby. Yeah, you know the vibes. So I got off the phone with him. He seems in good spirits. The Matrix can't bring him down. Tristan's doing well. Tristan is doing well also. No, but not much. It was a quick call because I wasn't trying to pay for it, so I told him he had to pay for it. But honestly, like, bro, this whole shit is so funny. Like, I don't know what he's got going on, and I don't know who's tweeting for him because his Twitter account is still active. Like, it's still going on.
He got people.
And he's
got his sex slaves on it.
He's like,
making a nickel an hour.
Bree did send us a video of him saying that he enjoyed allegedly raping someone. But who knows?
Out of context.
Yeah. We never know for sure.
He could have been role playing.
It could have been some AI type shit. But who knows,
that is the thing going around these days with podcasts and like just audio or even visual. They could do it like where they have a video of like Trump saying things that he really didn't say. So everything's alleged, except for this. When we say dumb shit on this podcast, we really said it. So
yeah, we out here, bro. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. No fucks given.
All right.
Zero, zilch, nada.
The last wild topic I had. This is funny. Do you remember that story? I think we had it on this episode a while ago. Was Buddy and his girl were making cupcakes with cum in it.
Oh yes. That was utility player days, right?
Right. It was that long. That's what I was going to ask you. How long ago was that?
That was utility players. I did see this.
It came out a week ago. Cop sentenced to, because he was a cop. Cop sentenced to 100 years in prison after allowing his wife to use his sperm and cake batter for cupcakes she fed to students. I wonder if those students liked it. And I want to hear their feedback.
Bro, what? Ew, dog.
Yeah, it's gross, but it still happened. I just want to hear their feedback. I don't want to hear a certain thing. I just want to know, like, hey, take me back to April 2nd, 2019, when you had that cupcake and you were really hungry. How'd it go?
Bro, all right, look.
I just want to know. I just want to know the genuine take on that cake, that piece of cake at that time. It probably tasted delicious. She probably did a lot to it. Like,
dog,
I'm not saying it.
Where you couldn't taste it?
I'm just saying she probably put a lot of sugar in it, which overcompensates from the bitterness of the salt.
Overcompensates? No?
There's a lot I want to say, and I've already said a lot, so I'm going to stop.
Hey, but you're gross.
This is quality content right here. We're as we get into the hour, the second hour of the podcast, we get a little loopy, so don't mind us.
Speaking of cops, did you see the cops in Tennessee? They got fired for doing certain sex stuff on, like, premises and supposedly in cop cars and stuff. It was one lady and, like, 4 other males. And they all got, I think, like 3 got fired and 2 got suspended or vice versa. Don't quote me. But her husband, because it was one female, her husband is sticking by her through this process. And they were in, like, hot tubs and shit doing all this kind of stuff. Like,
freaky deaky?
They were wilding out in Tennessee, bro. I guess you got nothing better else to do out there.
Yeah, no, I mean,
our tax dollars, or whoever lives in Tennessee, like, their tax dollars is
so you mean the same state that's doing the whole, if you kill somebody and they have kids drunk driving, are doing that?
That's a good law, though.
No, I'm not saying it's not a bad law.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's just crazy.
Same state.
You got two. Last week we say this, and then this week we say this state is also doing this. It's like
2 completely different things.
That's what I mean. Both sides of the spectrum. It's as they should say, we're a balanced state.
Yeah, very. Are we showing this Joe Byron video?
Yeah, show it. I wasn't going to.
Because I haven't seen it.
I wasn't going to, but since we'll end it on Joe Byron.
It's Martin Luther King Day, bro. We have to share this. Come on, man.
Oh, they're playing. Good. They're playing.
This is our commander-in-chief.
Judas and the Black Messiah on TNT right now. That's a good movie.
That is a good movie. But no, this is our commander-in-chief, bro.
Yeah, we have. You're right.
This is our fearless leader. Okay.
Actually, I take that back. When he tries to speak, we try to listen.
He tries to speak. Correct. Yeah, absolutely. So, moment of silence. Let's give it up for the one and only. What is it? 46th president of the United States? Yeah, 46th. Yeah.
We'll
46.
say that. Sounds right.
Well, look, my wife has a rule in her family. When somebody's birthday, sing happy birthday. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear darling.
No
Happy
way, bro.
To you. Well,
look,
my wife has a rule in her family.
Dog. He does what I do at every birthday when I don't know people, and they're like, all right, I guess we're doing this. People got a name, they got a nickname, they got a thing that some people call them. Happy birthday to Vibin.
We don't own rights to this video.
Nah, you gotta know the name of the person if you confidently start that.
Well, if you're gonna bring it up, like,
right?
Come on,
unsolicited.
Dog. Like, no one asked you to sing happy birthday. You brought that on.
Nobody said
you brought that upon yourself.
He's wilding. I think they're setting him up. They're trying to make him so he has to give up. Like, he'll run again he'll win it, and then the second term, others will
Oh,
take over.
also, did you see how there is a Omicron variant? Okay, so not even a COVID variant, an Omicron variant that is more susceptible to people with the vaccine.
There's a lot that's going to be coming out lately, Papa.
So a lot of
Trust
people
me,
are
they're saying it
also
over.
a lot of people are also just young people too having like heart issues and heart attacks
allegedly.
and stroke.
Allegedly.
Well, no, you can't say allegedly because it's
I
not
don't want to get. I don't
happening.
want to get flagged by YouTube. You know what I mean?
Nah, YouTube is cool. YouTube is cool. It's mostly Instagram.
You
Mostly,
think?
bro. If we're gonna make a post and put it on Instagram, it can't have the COVID-19 in it. We can't be talking about that. We can't show this video about our
Hell
fearless leader and head
Fearless.
of state and commander in chief. We
Is
can't
he
put that
fearless
on there.
because he doesn't know what's happening? Huh?
I mean, is omitting a lie? Is omission a lie?
Very good point, touche.
So
Oh, what the hell was that? Oh, I like that. All right. You have, let's get into shout-outs. You got anything you want to end this episode on? Appreciate everybody for locking in with us. Monday night in the lab. We're going to try to do Mondays. If not Sundays, we'll announce it. But, count on us every Monday at 8:30 p.m. I think that's a solid time, and we worked it out. But end us
Right.
shout-outs. Anything you got going on in your life?
just, man, I'm really like, I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. I'm just trying to stay as busy as possible. So far in the first half of the month, I have accomplished this goal. I'm working on some other things that could be possibly happening in the next few weeks. It's just, bro, like, it's just opportunities, and kind of hard sometimes to say no to them, even though the only thing that's holding me back is just fear and self-doubt. But that's just that's really just me being soft about it and me being pussy about it and me not knowing how much better it could be. And someone real close to me said that they're willing to take that jump and move with that opportunity with me. So that kind of just like solidified.
I don't even know this.
That kind of just solidified what I wanted to do, and
Oh, damn.
I think major changes are going to come in the next few weeks, and sometimes you just gotta roll with it, bro. Like,
You know what I mean?
what else? What
23,
else am I going to
Jordan
do?
year.
What else
6
am I going
rings.
to do? You know,
About that.
and just that goes for everybody, bro. Like, the best thing for me was just getting out of South Florida and getting out of what I was.
Yeah,
used
you're
to.
from here, so it's different. You have too many influences, whether it's good or bad. I don't have that. I moved here, so I create my own.
Yeah,
influences,
it's different for you. Yeah, I'll say this just because I'm somewhat wise. I have some kind of experience in my life. If you're stuck somewhere, bro, and you don't really know what you got going on, and you're kind of just in this limbo type of shit, and you feel like you're doing the same thing over and over, and you're not happy. You may think you're happy, but you're probably not happy. It might be a time for a change, for a major change, and that shit will really like shock you and make you do what you got to do because you have no other choice. And I see the viewers dropping because they don't want to hear me talking anymore. So hey, look, shout out to the U.S. government and the Republicans trying to get rid of the IRS, defund the IRS, get them the fuck out of here, give me a national tax. I don't need all these fucking people worrying about what the fuck I'm doing with my money when the United States government is just giving my money out to fucking foreign countries and we're not worried about what we're doing ourselves. So, yeah, man. I mean, shout out Joe Byron not knowing Shorty's birthday. It's kind of fucked up. Shout out MLK Day, his statue.
Shout out the statue. Shit, they might have to refurbish that, redo that real quick.
Yeah.
But
on to next season. Dolphins, baby. Well, Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.
the greatest
we'll see,
football
man.
team.
We'll see.
All
We'll see.
right.
Vito, I love you.
This
You're
is Vito.
probably-
Pretend this is Vito.
Vito, I love you, man. Like, you're the biggest and most. I'm trying to think of the word.
This is what he would do if he was wearing this right now.
Yeah, that's all I need to do. That's my
Get a
Vito shout out.
screenshot. Wait, how do I get that? Okay, this is good. Yeah, whatever.
My guy already renewed his season tickets. He
Oh, did he?
He lives, breathes, and dies Miami Dolphins.
You're wild. All right, we'll see what
Fuck it,
happens to the
man.
Giants this Saturday night. Shout out my mom. She's coming into town on
Ooh,
Friday morning,
okay.
so she'll be here.
Just her or Pop's coming
Just her.
too?
Thank
Wow.
God, just her. Just her. It'll be. No, I mean, thank God also for her because she needs, time away. You know what I mean? I don't remember. Nah. All right. Now you've blown it up a little bit. Nah, she needs time alone. She's about to retire this year, so this weekend, I'll be getting out the house a little bit. So that'll be
Happy
fun.
retirement.
Yeah, happy early. So episode 59.
You got
If
any
you're
shout
watching this now, I don't really nothing crazy. If you're watching this now or you're watching on YouTube later, make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment below. Something helps out the page. Definitely subscribe. We got a couple of subscribers since we went live today. So since we've been going live, we getting a couple more subscribers here and there. A lot of people that we know that watch us don't subscribe because they don't realize. So we appreciate it when you guys do. That's episode 59. We'll be back next week. By the way, you're in Kentucky next Monday. Are you going to be able to record Monday?
Probably. I'm gonna bring my stuff with me. I'm in Kentucky all next week and the week after that too. Just found out.
Ooh, so 2 Mondays?
2 weeks in a row, baby. Kentucky Fort Harleasy.
Jeff Gordon. Could he finish it fast?
The Cuban Jeff Gordon, baby. I do not finish fast, bro.
Oh, no.
Okay?
I was
Come on, dog. Really? No. What? No.
Episode 59.
Rick Pitino, hit me up.
Cassius Clay.
Stop watching
He's
porn
born there.
2023.
Yeet. Elvis Escobar.
His mama named him
Florida
Cassius?
Tama.
I'm going to call him Cassius.
59. See you next week. 60. Enter the lab. Exit the lab. Peace.
100.
100.